One aspect of Tower Defense Simulator that I rarely see people talk about is the events. And the events are really important to this game because it was basically what kept the game alive in 2020 and 2021. Nowadays, events basically consist in high quality cutscenes, enemies, animations, logbooks, 40 ranked battle passes. But they're still good, and I'd say that they're better than the old events. I am a modern TDS defender. So today, we're gonna talk about the best TDS event in my opinion that has overtaken the Lunar Overture, and it is the Null and Void event. So let's talk about why this is the best event TDS has ever made, its lore, and the intro. So this event starts off with Paradox and Games actually being really brave and making a live event, which they haven't done ever since the failure that was the live event for Hardcore. And now this live event actually worked. Well, there was a few setbacks, but it actually worked for once. And it was actually kind of fun, you know, we got these cool skins, and you know, it was actually kind of fun. I don't think that this is actually canon, just to show us how Lord Exo actually acts, but it's still a really cool thing to play, you know. But now let's get into the actual night one, which is the Outpost 16. So we start off this night by getting the best cutscene ever made in TDS. So we start by getting the best cutscene, which is of Scout getting a nightmare and Umbra telling him to run. So we get told that these nightmares have been happening for a while now with Scout, you know. So we get to Professor V, and Professor V, she's talking about how they got all these god cubes from all these bosses, and they're trying to merge all of them to make a portal so they can reach another dimensions. But that plan goes off the rails, and they have to fight all these guys that are coming from the New Zone, which is the place where Lord Exo was a prison. Now, why was he a prison there? We don't know. But there are all these little mimicking creatures that are mimicking all of our towers, such as Pyromancer, the boss being a commander, Freezer, which is annoying as hell, and they're all coming from the portal that malfunctioned. After that, we get this little cutscene of these two guys, which we don't really know who they are, but apparently they can't let them break the meta. So yeah, that's kind of weird. And then we go back to our heroes at the TDS organization who just killed the corrupted commander. So after that, this little plague doctor looking guy comes there, and he kinda calling the TDS organization name, saying that they can't unbalance the meta, and then he kills them. And then we go into night 2. In night 2, we're introduced to the narrator. Now the narrator, this is not the first time that this guy shows up, but actually this guy is from the Lunar Overture, and oh my gosh, do I love his appearance on this event. He's so funny, dude. How do you look at this, dude. So now we're on the New Zone, and this guy is trying to kill us, so we gotta defend from these guys, which is the same guys from that one, but now there's the medic, which sucks. By the way, by the time I'm recording this, I still haven't beat the hard mode for this night, so yeah. So then, after we beat this big guy, we get sucked into the portal. Now, let's talk a bit about Narrator. Narrator was apparently this guy that was helping Lord Exo from his days once, and Lord Exo even gave him the right and left hand, which actually explains a lot from the Lunar Overture. But Lord Exo actually ended up killing him at the end of Lunar Overture, so yeah, and sending him to the New Zone. So he says there was an old version, or old road.
Seriously, he's been like it since the old world!
That the Riftwalker transcends time and tries to keep the meta balanced.
The great and powerful Riftwalker! A being who transcends time and is obsessed with keeping the matter balanced, or whatever. Don't do this, don't do that, don't end an entire lineage just because. Where's the chaos? Where's the drama? The guy's a total boy!
Yeah. So, let's unpack this. I have a theory. My theory is that TDS is split between two timelines. The first timelines is the events that first happened. So for example, Krampus says Halloween 2019, Spring event 2020, and the second timeline is a water event. So Duck Hunt, Lunar Overthrow, and all of these events are from 2 separate worlds that got restarted. Kinda like in Mortal Kombat if you ever played that game. Now night 3. Now this is sadly the part of the video where I have to tell you that this video is gonna be separated into 2 parts. The first part is the part that you just watched, and the second part is the part that I'm gonna release after night 3 releases. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you again next time. Bye bye!